History was rewritten in London when Sabastian Sawe crossed the finish line in under 2 hours for the marathon distance. The performance was not only a victory but a transformation of what athletes and scientists believed the human body could achieve. This documentary explores the science behind the pace, the story behind the athlete, the debate among analysts, the comparison with past legends, and the lessons that emerged from a moment that reshaped endurance running forever. What made this performance historically significant? Sabastian Sawe became the first runner to complete a full marathon in less than 2 hours under official competitive race conditions. This achievement moved the sub-2 marathon from a controlled experimental goal into real-world competition. The performance combined perfect pacing, elite physiology, and a deep field of competitors pushing each other to unprecedented speeds. How fast was the pace throughout the race? Sawe maintained an extremely aggressive yet controlled rhythm from the start. His speed required consistent efficiency over the entire distance with no major slowdown. The second half of the race was slightly faster than the first, which demonstrated elite endurance, discipline, and confidence. This negative split strategy is considered one of the most difficult ways to run a marathon successfully. What scientific factors helped produce the result? Several scientific components aligned. Aerodynamic drafting inside the lead pack reduced wind resistance. Efficient stride mechanics minimized wasted energy. High cadence allowed smooth momentum. Elite oxygen uptake capacity supported sustained speed. Advanced footwear improved running economy. Weather conditions also favored performance with mild temperatures and minimal wind. How pacing strategy influenced the record-breaking run. The early kilometers were controlled but ambitious. The lead group worked together to maintain consistent speed. Sawe stayed patient behind pacemakers and avoided early surges. After the later stages of the race, he gradually increased pressure. This disciplined pacing prevented fatigue accumulation and allowed him to finish stronger than his rivals. What role competition played in the sub-2 achievement? The presence of multiple elite runners chasing the same barrier created a powerful competitive environment. Instead of running alone, Sawe remained surrounded by athletes capable of maintaining historic pace. This reduced mental fatigue and encouraged continuous forward momentum. Competition often unlocks performances that solo attempts cannot produce. What is known about Sabastian Sawe's early life? Sawe grew up in Kenya in a region famous for distance running. Like many East African runners, he developed endurance naturally through daily life, including running long distances from a young age. He progressed through local competitions before entering professional racing. His development emphasized discipline, patience, and gradual progression rather than sudden fame. How his personality influenced his rise. Sawe is often described as quiet and focused. He avoids excessive media attention and concentrates on training. This calm approach allowed him to develop without pressure. His racing style reflects this personality, staying relaxed early and striking decisively late. Analysts frequently describe him as controlled and efficient rather than aggressive. How analysts reacted to the performance. Many experts called the run one of the greatest endurance performances ever recorded. Analysts praised the balance between pacing, efficiency, and mental strength. Some highlighted the remarkable ability to sustain speed deep into the race. Others emphasized the tactical intelligence shown in waiting before making the decisive move. What criticisms emerged after the race? Some critics questioned the role of modern shoe technology. Others pointed to ideal race conditions and strong pacing support. A few analysts debated whether advances in sports science are accelerating record progression. Despite these discussions, the performance was recognized as legitimate under official race rules. How this performance compares to earlier sub-2 attempts. Previous sub-2 efforts were conducted in controlled environments designed specifically to break the barrier. Sawe achieved the milestone during a competitive race with unpredictable dynamics. This difference is why many observers consider his performance historically more significant. What mental qualities were required for this achievement? Running at such pace demands extraordinary concentration. Sawe needed to ignore discomfort and maintain rhythm. He also had to trust his preparation and resist the urge to slow down. Mental resilience allowed him to remain composed while chasing a time previously believed impossible. How the final stages unfolded. In the later part of the race, the lead group began to thin. Sawe gradually increased pace and separated from competitors. His stride remained smooth and controlled even as fatigue affected others. The closing stretch confirmed that he was not only chasing history but dominating the field. How the running community reacted globally. Athletes, coaches, and fans described the moment as transformative. Many compared it to the breaking of the 4-minute mile. The performance changed expectations for future marathons. Runners began discussing the possibility of even faster times in coming years. What legacy this achievement creates. Sawe's performance opens a new era in marathon running. The psychological barrier of 2 hours has been removed. Future athletes will train believing the limit is lower. This shift changes coaching strategies, pacing plans, and competitive ambition. What lessons can athletes learn from his journey? Patience is essential for long-term success. Consistency in training builds elite endurance. Calm racing strategy can outperform aggressive tactics. Science and preparation must work together. Belief in breaking limits can transform performance. Why this moment matters beyond sport. The Sub-2 marathon represents human progress. It demonstrates how dedication, knowledge, and resilience combine to push boundaries. Such achievements inspire athletes and non-athletes alike to rethink perceived limitations. Finally, Sabastian Sawe's Sub-2 marathon in London stands as a defining moment in endurance history. The performance fused science and human determination, disciplined pacing and emotional strength, quiet preparation and global impact. It redefined what the marathon can be and opened the door to an entirely new generation of performances. If you found this breakdown valuable, remember to share the video, like it, and subscribe for more deep educational sports documentaries.